today I'm going to show how to use ratios fx-570 EX Classwiz calculator to solve the first order differential equations y prime equal to fxy, okay, y bracket x naught equal to y naught means okay, when the x here, when the x equal to x naught, the y equal to y naught, okay, where the x from x naught up to xn, okay, basically I will solve in we have is I is 0, so xi, this will be x naught. So given when x naught, this is yi, given x naught, y naught, and the calculated value of x naught, x1, x2 up to xn. So we want to find the y1, y2, yn. We want to find this one using the Euler's method. This is differential value problem because given x equal to x naught, y equal to y naught, and this is numerical method because what we obtain is a discrete value of y1, y2 up to yn. It's not like we will solve it using analytical method, either separable techniques, linear equation techniques, homogeneous or exact equations. You will get a function. But using numerical method, we must have a discrete value of x, let's say x0, x1 up to xn, and given the initial condition, we can get only discrete value or numerical value of y1, y2 up to yn. Then by Euler's method, given x0, y0, we can find the y1. Where the the y1 is actually your y naught plus step side h yi prime. Yi prime is actually the right hand side function. So it is a f x naught y naught. So with x naught y naught we can find y1. So with x1 y1 we can find y2. In general, yn will be your 1n minus 1 plus 8 xn minus 1 1n minus 1. Okay, or we have yi plus 1 will be equal to yi plus h xi yi. We have given x given xi, yi, x0, y0, we can find your y number 1. So given xn, yn, we can find your yn plus 1. So this is using the Euler's method. Okay, for example, solve the initial value problem y prime equal to x squared 1 minus 3y, y bracket 0 equal to 1, at x equal to 0, h is 0.1, 2.5 by using Euler's methods. First of all, we calculate x from 0.1 up to 1.5, and given x0, y bracket 0 equal to 1 means that x0, y is equal to 1. This is the initial condition. So we are going to find what are these values to y1, y2, y3, y4, y5. According to the height here. So using the Euler's method, we have yi plus 1 equal to yi plus h xi yi. So first of all, I'm going to show how to use a calculate menu to calculate. So the yi plus 1 I will input as a y, it's also y, h in this case is 0.1, the functions f. The function f xi yi is actually the right hand side of your dy dx. So this is a fxy. So 0.1 times your x squared 1 minus ky. I'm going to input this one into your calculator. So in the calculator, you know, number 1, you input in. In the calculator, you have the red color A, B, C, D, E, F, X, Y, and you can input it as a function or input it as a equation. If input function is only this part, so means the input function. But the input like here, this is actually your input and equation. Okay, why you input equation? Because okay, you plug in x naught, y naught, the result you have the you keep into the y is actually the y number 1. So later on you y number 1, you key in x1 only, you can get y number 2. And the process is repeated until arrive the solution of the y that we want. So using the red color, you need to press the alpha. So the equal is the red color equal 1 plus h is 0.1, and then the fxy is the right hand side of the dx, which is x squared bracket 1 minus 3 alpha 1. So okay, I input okay, yi plus 1 xy, yi also xy, h is y1, function of fxi yi is x squared times 1 minus 3 1. So now I'm going to calculate. Okay, first of all, y naught is 1, x naught is 0. Okay, then you get what? You get 1. You already get 1 in here. Alright, 0, 1. I get 1 here. This is 0.1. 2. This is 0.2. 3. 3. 4 is 0.4. 5 is 1. This how I input the y naught is 1, x naught is 0, we obtain 1. Okay, to obtain y number 2, take y number 2 here, to obtain y number 2, we press calculate. Okay, so y1 is safe. Why we use it? Y equal 1. In the answer that you obtain here, the answer you obtain here will keep into 1. So y keep, the answer for y is safe already 1. Okay, so I just need to don't press equal, you go down because you still got the x value. Okay, x now, to obtain this one, y is 1, x is y1, so 0.1. Equal one more time. So you get 0.9980. 0.9980. The pointer you get 0.9980. Okay. And then okay, to get the next y, calculate. Okay. So y, the latest y value is keep in the variable y. Then you go down because you still have to change the x value. So x now, need to get this one, y number 3. Okay, y value you no need to input. You already saved in the variable y. You just need to input the latest x value, which is 0.2. Equal. So you get 0.99. 0.99. Okay. And then to get y number 4, if you calculate, okay. So if we use this way, okay, is they take up actually all the decimal place there, and you go down, okay, x now, to get y number 4, okay, the y value I didn't key in, I just use y that's stored in the memory. So instead of okay, it displays 0.99, just now you see all the decimal place. Now I just need to input the new x value, which is equal. So I get 0.9723. 0.9723. Okay, to get y number 5, I calculate again. So you see 0.972. We pick up all decimal places. So in this case, will be much accurate than if you key in function only. If you don't input y equal y, you input the function in the right hand side value only. Then each time you need to input the latest x and y. So in this case, you may not be able to input all decimal places. Let's say you round it to 4 decimal places. So your answer will be introduced rounding error compared to standards. Okay. So 9723. And then actually go down to change the x value 0.4. And to get y number 5, y value is kept in the memory, y. Then you just change to x 0.4. So you get 0.9416. 0.9416. Okay, this is using the calculate menu. And you can see y equal 1. Y equal y. So keep into y. So you no need to input the latest y value. You just input the latest or the new x value. It means first time I will input the formula in this way. Okay, to get y number 1. Okay, first time you input y naught, x naught, you get y1. Okay, y1 value will be kept into the right hand side of the variable 1. So to calculate y number 2, okay, you have the y1 value, you just need to key in x1, then you get y number 2. Okay, to get y number 3, okay, you just need to input x value, x number 2, you get y3. To get y4, okay, you just need to input x3. You need to get y number 3, you input x4 value. Okay, how to do the step? Let's say you want to get y number 6, calculate. Okay, this y value you just accept by press down. Okay, change x down to 1.5. So if you want it later on, the value is 0.869. 8690 and so on. Okay, now I'm going to show another way to use this spreadsheet menu. So that's menu, number 8 spreadsheets, like the Excel spreadsheet. However, the cascade only 45 rows and 5 columns only, So, and like Excel also, the rows here start from 1, so you cannot start from 0 like menu. So the I0 in the spreadsheet is at least start of 1 column A, B, C, D, E, I columns only. So okay, the I here I'm not going to put it into the spreadsheet. I just put the x value 0, and then I put 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. And then I go up into cell B1. Cell B1, when x0, y is 1. If x is stored in column A, y is stored in column B, so the rows is at least start in 1. So using Excel, I'm going to input the function. I cannot input y equal to 1. Yeah? In Excel, you could only input equal. So in Excel, here I will input in the spreadsheets, you input y. Okay, you are going to input the formula to calculate y number 1. Okay, and y number 1 exactly you have what? Y number 1 depends on y naught plus y1 x naught squared 1 minus 3 y naught. So we did in spreadsheet, we just input the right hand side only, we cannot input equation. But in calculate, we can input equation. So input y0 is stored in B1. So plus 0.1, x0 is stored in cell A1. So square times 1 minus 3 in B1. Input formula to calculate y1, which is y1 is depend on y0 stored in B1. So alpha B1 plus step side h is 0.1, x0 squared, x0 is stored in A1 squared, bracket 1 minus 3 y0 stored in B0, A1 alpha B1. This is a formula that I put in the spreadsheet. To calculate y1, y0 stored in B1, so plus this is the h, and this is a function fxy, x0 squared, x0 is stored in A1 squared, so 1 minus y0 is a B1, and then we get the same result, right? Okay, 1. This is y1. Okay, if you use Excel, spreadsheet menu, similar to Excel, you can copy the formula. Because later on, you'll notice that y1 depend on y0, x0. y2 depend on y1, x1. So, spreadsheets or the Excel, it has ability of relative growth. So, we can copy the formula for options. Go down, we copy, and go down, paste it. Go down, we paste it. Go down, we paste it. Paste it. See. We go escape the paste. We go up to 0.5. Equal to B1 plus 0.1 A1 squared 1 minus B1. 1 minus 3. So I key in the wrong formula. So to edit the formula, options, edit cell number 2. The formula is 1 minus 3. 3B1. Okay, then copy again because I key in the wrong formula. Should be y0 is B1 plus y1 B1 x0 is installed in A1, so A1 squared 1 minus 3 y0 is B1. So I keep with B1, that's why I always get the same answer. So now I copy the options. The 2 to copy. Go down, paste it. So now I get 998. Go down, paste it. Go down, paste it. Go down, paste it. Go down, up to our solution. We want this. So this one is very very. So escape the 2.6. So using this spreadsheet will be much easier and not confused like you use this one, because you just tabulate the x value, fill in the y0, key in the formula for y1. y1 is a y0 plus 0.1 x0 squared times 1 minus 3 y0. y0 stored in the cell B1, x0 stored in the cell A1, and then once you key in, you can copy the formula of y1. To copy, you just press options, go down to get the copy function, and then go down, you equal to paste. Okay, if you use a calculate menu, you can key in equations, equation y equal y plus 1 x squared times 1 minus 3y. First time it asks you for the y value, you key in y naught, in the x value, you key in the x naught value. So you key in y naught, x naught, you get y number 1. Okay? And then to get y2, you calculate, press calculate. Later on, make sure press go down, because we need to change to get y2, here, to get y2, this one, to get y2, y1 value is stored in y. I need to update my x1 value. So make sure you press hit the go down button to change the y1 to change the x1 x value 0 to 0.1. Then you equal to until you get y2. To get y number 3, so calculate later on, go down, change x to 2 and so on. Okay, for me, I think the spreadsheet will be much easier for copy paste. This one you still need to input the new x value. But compared to if you use this way, if you use only normal calculate button only, the normal equation button only, if you just input your alpha y plus 0.1 alpha x squared times 1 minus 3 alpha y. If you just use this way to calculate, so first time you put in y1, x0, then you get here 1. Second time, okay, y is 1, x 1. We will calculate again. So y, it's still y1 that you input just now. Right? So now to get 0.99, you need to input the y, which is 0.9980. Okay, and the x is 0.2. Then you get 0.99 here. Okay, if we just use y plus, we key in the right hand side as a function only. Each time you need to key in y and x. You see? Here, if you calculate again, okay, so that you need to change the x, the y value now is 0.99. X is 0.2. Then get 0.9723. Then calculate again. Okay, update your y 0.9723. Okay, x is 0.4. Then get 0.9416. So you can see the difference with these three methods. If you input y plus 0.1 x squared times 1 minus 3y, each time you need to input y and x value. If you input y equal to y plus 0.1 x squared 1 minus 3y, first time only you input y naught, x naught, then you get y number 1. To get y number 2, y1 is kept in the variable y. So you no need to key in the y value, you just need to key in the new x value in order with this x1 to get your y2. If I press calc y click and then go down to you accept the y value, go down to change the x value. Okay, if you use spreadsheet, it is much easier because I input y1 formula one time and then I can copy paste down to get all the new y value. So this is where I prefer to use a spreadsheet only. Okay, of course, using Excel will be much easier to copy, but during exam, you cannot use a computer. But if you have this model of calculator as a mini computer, it will let you have a mini Excel to do your calculation quickly. So with this case,